Is Roblox bedwars really dying? And what caused this decline in players? Well, I found 3 hints that may have caused the slow fall. And to find out about these 3 hints, we have to go back 2 years when it all started. Whoa, what is this place? This is Roblox bedwars beta. It's May 2020. 1andEasy.gg has released a new game. Roblox bedwars. The game was simple. Just like Minecraft bedwars. You collect resources, kill players, break the beds and win the game. Unreleased, the game had a lot of problems. The iron armor looked like it was made by a 5-year-old. Games weren't starting properly. The match isn't starting. And everyone's here was just non-existent. I'm old now. However, during the times, there weren't a lot of PvP games in Roblox. So the smooth gameplay and PvP mechanics make the game very enjoyable for a lot of players. We can see bedwars' first bit of success after big YouTubers such as Tanker, Bandites and many other Arsenal YouTubers started to transition to bedwars, leading the game from averaging around 10 to 20,000 concurrent players to 50 to 100,000 concurrent players. This will stop breaking through point, but for bedwars, this is the kid update. Yep, kids are out and people love them. Kids made the game much more fun and let people come up with creative ways to play the game. It does a perfect update to make different on the Minecraft version. Additionally, around this time, YouTubers such as It's Wacky, Back in Rockets, and more started to blow up and attack the audiences. But what made Roblox was successful were their consistent quality updates. Roblox bedwars updated every single week with new, interesting kits, items, and LTMS. YouTubers were able to come up with creative videos, such as challenges, role tips and tricks, shorts, and more. The bedwars YouTube seemed good, one biggest in Roblox, and let bedwars to have one of the biggest player bases. Nothing was going to stop. Bedwars is good. And it seemed like it was all open up from here, right? Nope, from around August, bedwars started to show a slow decline in players. A lot of big YouTubers started to quit and transition to games like Block Streets. So, what happened? Why did players and YouTubers start quitting? And ultimately, it's Roblox. Bedwars dead. To answer these questions, we have to dive into the first hint. Competition. This isn't anyone's fault. It's bound to happen to any PvP game. Let's look at Fortnite. Fortnite started to blow up in around 2017, and it was an instant hit. It was free, and it was fun. But what happened? If it was so fun, why did the player base start to decline? Well, let's take a look at Sunny V2's video to understand this. There just wasn't as much reason to play public matches because you could buy everything by playing privately. And then when you did go to public games, everyone suddenly knew what they were doing. The natural progression fell off and made the game instantly less enjoyable. Now there were other reasons for Fortnite's slow decline, but in a competitive aspect. This is basically what's happening to Roblox bedwars right now. It's just too competitive. If you join any sort of game mode, even lucky blocks, most players will rush you and try to kill you in minutes. For the majority, who are casual players, this isn't really enjoyable. The fact that players can go into a custom match and enhance their skills in a short amount of time made the skill gap smaller. Moves that you are able to see in most matches before are just gone now. It became difficult for new players to get the hang of the game. But competitiveness isn't the only problem. That may have caused this decline. Which leads us to the second hint. YouTube videos. I told this before, and I'll say it again. Content creators are the backbone of the success of a game. In simple words, it's free marketing for the game. Content creators have a big reach and appeal to new audiences every single day. leading bedwars to game war players. Back then, the battles YouTube scene was one of the biggest in Roblox. As I said a while ago, it had many genres of content to enjoy, and interesting and fun videos for uploaded every day. There were many up-and-coming YouTubers too, making bedwars content more than first and enjoyable, but right now it's the exact opposite. A lot of YouTubers quit making videos on Roblox bedwars, or just don't upload like they used to anymore. And to be frank, a lot of the content now is preventative. Most challenged videos are basically the same. The same kick challenge, the same relic challenge, the same enchantment combo challenge. Almost every challenge at this point has been done. In addition to that, since big roleplay tips and tricks shorts, YouTubers quit the game. bedwars content doesn't offer the same diverse, interesting, and fun videos as before, listening the audience speech of the game. The decrease in Hacker Smith also affected the dry bedwars content. This is a hot take, but in the past, the community had a common enemy. This for the hackers and exploiters. There's nothing more, that people hate them, exploiters ruining the gaming experience. So, when YouTubers would make content about destroying hackers, or banning hackers, it would be an instant viral video for the majority of players. Watching the enemy being destroyed and clowned on is entertaining and satisfying. And now that the anti-cheat is well improved and major exploits are discontinued, there are barely any hackers at all, which is a good thing for everyone. And I'm really happy that I don't have to encounter a hacker every 2 to 3 games. But in my opinion, this also may have LED. The bedwars YouTube scene to go dry. Now, I'll give credit where credit is due. There are a lot of underrated content creators that make interesting and unique videos on Ethel. And I don't blame the content for being repetitive. Content creation is very hard. Thinking of new ideas every day, when almost every challenge or video idea has been done, is very difficult. But you have to admit, that content is just right. Now let's move on to the third thing. The updates. Roblox, but worst updates. And thanks to these weekly updates, YouTubers were able to make new challenges and gameplay videos, and players were able to have fun with the new updates every week too. And this worked well. For the first year, we had legendary updates like the Kit update and the Battle Pass update, which paved a new path for Roblox battles. Fun updates like Penguin, Traumatic Stress Disorder, Infected Lucky Blocks, and more were added. Together with Season Rant, for competitive players, these updates made the game have a lot more variety. Players were able to enjoy the game, according to their playstaff, but sooner or later, we would see that some of these updates were going to be a curse. That may have contributed to the decline. Players' updates started to become repetitive and boring for a lot of players. Hits with similar abilities, confusing items and relics. Updates start to feel the same, and people weren't getting that same as soon as before. Cool, I guess. It's starting to get hard for new players too, to get the hang of the game with all the kits, items and features. So, is Roblox bedwars dead? No. 50 to 100,000 concurrent players are still a lot of people. And in my opinion, unless there will be a better bedwars or even a PvP game, bedwars will never die. But its player base has surely decreased. However, this is no one to blame. Games come and go. Playing the same game every day for 2 years would make any person bored of the game eventually. I personally used to love islands, and I loved collecting and trading items. But it just got boring, doing the same thing every day. bedwars does have a chance to reverse though. Recent updates, like new events and LTMS, make the game feel different and enjoyable, but what happens in the future? Only time will tell. This game has been really boring for most of the community, and that's why they left. and goodbye.